perspective, how do you understand this ambition of China to have the Chinese path toward modernization and share it with the developing world?
I respect China's achievements, which are tremendous over the last over 40 years since the opening up and policy and reform policy came into action. I think it's a role model for many countries, but I think also we should leave it to each country to make its own decision what system it wants to adopt. And I think we should be very careful in imposing systems. But the Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries.
正在查询会员证支付完成，请移走餐盘。正在查询证支付完成，请移走餐盘。正在查询会员证支付完成，请移走餐盘。正在查询证支付完成，请移走餐盘。正在查询会证支付完成，请移走餐盘。正在查询证支付完成，请移走餐盘。
月康码黄码。
广州红码。
开始特恩，行路正常，黄码，健康码异常，请勿通行。
China's new COVID health code has been accused of being a new tool for monitoring Chinese people. On Thursday, November 10th, China released the 14th five-year plan for national health informatization to speed up the national health informatization construction. According to that plan, by 2025, China will have in place a National Health Information Platform Support and Guarantee System with unified authority and interconnection. According to the plan, the authorities would have full monitoring of every resident's health information, and each person would have an electronic health code for himself or herself. Since the pandemic began, China has strictly imposed and maintained a zero-COVID policy. It is a measurement accused of limiting the movement and freedom of Chinese people, using the electronic health code. Electronic health is often compared to an electronic shackle. With the latest announcement, Chinese netizens are worried they would have to wear such a shackle for another 3 years. There are 3 types of health codes: red, yellow, and green. Rules for health codes are different in each province or city. But Hangzhou City in Zhejiang province stated that red codes mean quarantine for 14 days, yellow codes mean quarantine for 7 days, and green codes mean no restriction. Some Chinese local governments use yellow or red codes to restrict people from traveling, or force them into quarantine. Some places use yellow codes on a large scale to force people to take nucleic acid tests. Some places use red codes to control dissidents or rights activists. According to some analysts, China's zero-COVID policy is not to curb the pandemic, but to tighten social control. This is one of the negative sides of the health code. One video shows a scene on the street of Wuhan City on Thursday, November 10th. A seriously ill person lying on the road was not allowed to enter the hospital, just because he had a yellow code.
Like the man who carried a drunk person home. A good deed, she says. Good social credit gets rewarded with perks like cheap loans and travel deals. But a bad score means public shame and worse. Huang Huijun lost a court case and didn't pay. Now he's on a government blacklist. I can't buy airplane or train tickets, he says, and the list goes on. Being discredited makes it hard to get a job or put kids in top schools. The social credit system will go nationwide next year, and few here are willing to criticize it, something that may pose a risk itself for a bad score and the life that comes with it. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Beijing.
这个是正常人的骄傲，好了，终于200人，所有人都在叫。
要命了！就刚刚5分钟前头，叫还没几个了，现在突然之间，所有人都叫了，要死！要命了！再这样弄下去，我跟侬讲，真的要出事体了，操，麻烦了。根治啥么呢？因为所有的人，伊都不晓得这个状态到底维持到啥个辰光。侬总要拨个标准，或者是讲有一个具体的说法。没，侬讲看，闷了7天。当然，屋里向啊，不能出门啊，不是说不能出门。
体温，勤消毒，少聚众，勤通风，科学防疫，文明随行。戴口罩，勤洗手，测体温。
好强喽！你干嘛？你干嘛？你干嘛？你干嘛？你干嘛？我动手了没有？我动手了没有？我动手了没有？我动手了没有？啊！你要干嘛？